On the 24th of January in 2020, this is early on, this is literally days after the Chinese Communist Party first acknowledged that there was a pandemic coming. I interviewed a guy named Danny Shahom. He's a retired Israeli military intelligence doctor who studied the Chinese biological warfare program. And he told me, and the lead of the story is, Wuhan lab linked to Chinese biological warfare program. And he suggests, and again, it wasn't solid, he suggests that the virus could have leaked from the lab. Well, you would have thought that I had reported something that was totally false. The Washington Post headline described it as a, quote, a fringe conspiracy. USA Today went after me, and as a result of that, Facebook erroneously labeled the story as false information about the coronavirus, which, by the way, they refused to take down, even though the State Department last week published declassified intelligence, which had strong circumstantial evidence showing that this virus came out of that lab. The evidence? Three things. First, there were several workers at the Wuhan Institute of Virology who came down with COVID-like symptoms in the autumn of 2019. This is before the pandemic officially came out. Second, the lab was working on a virus, bat coronavirus, doing manipulation in the lab with a virus that is more than 96% similar to the coronavirus, which is causing the pandemic. And third, and most importantly,
hold on, but hang on for the second one. I want to make sure when you say manipulating, they were doing gain-of-function experiments, correct? When you say manipulation, it's gain-of-function experiments, correct?
They create a chimeric virus, and the purpose is to basically to try and find vaccines for SARS. And so the last thing, and most significant, is that the PLA, the People's Liberation Army, since at least 2017, was conducting military biological experiments at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. This totally contradicts the leader of that lab, who insisted that this was totally civilian, and all the American scientists who were doing their secret research at Wuhan Institute of Virology were claiming that there was no military connection. And this is what got me in trouble with the false fact checkers. Well, now it's been confirmed. I mean, it's clear that this virus came most likely from the lab. They still haven't ruled out an animal, but the Chinese are falsely claiming that they can't find an animal host.